So broad definition of mixed methods, and we put that in quotes. We don't use the term multiple methods only because mixed methods is a more familiar term to everybody. More broadly than the specific tools used to collect information that represents the world we're trying to understand, as important as those tools and expert uses that are. We thought of mixed methods as encompassing broad uses of research concepts, theories, designs, and methods drawn from a wide range of disciplines, potentially, intellectual traditions, and research paradigms, as dynamic and integrated uses of methods that complement one another as they unfold over time and across levels and scales of a system. This allows us to do a lot with a single big question, because you can have a lot of sub-teams working underneath this broad and enduring question, whatever it is, as guides to more comprehensive studies, as ways to collect, analyze, integrate data creatively, and as ways to interpret and disseminate results to a wide range of audiences. That's tough, okay? I edited AERJ. As editor, I never once published a mixed methods paper. Not because I don't like them, but because you may not have enough space in a mixed methods paper to elaborate two methodologies. Again, we're going beyond the qualitative-quantitative binary. We know it's there. It's not particularly useful in this particular conversation. And it doesn't mean epistemologies aren't different, but we certainly can address questions about the production of educational inequalities, amelioration of educational inequalities by employing these varying methods and working together. The working together is a real glitch. No prima donnas are allowed on a team, folks. But there are lots and lots of people that can work very effectively and appreciate cross-method work, because the quant people can offer unbelievable large-scale analyses of relationships between and among variables, right, to put it simply, and the qual people can dig really, really deep into figuring out what kinds of actions and activities produce the kinds of relationships of interest that you see in those big quant data. So we're not competing with these people. Okay, there's a number of ways that, and the quant people absolutely need qual people to also, when they put together all those TIMS variables and the PISA variables and all the rest of this NCES variables, they're sitting around the table by themselves. They now want us there too, because we know what's underneath some of those kinds of things. It's kind of where Michelle is talking about what's a category. So there's lots of fruitful ways that this can happen. Okay, so let me talk about the challenges that we noted, and again, this is going to be out very soon. Constituting and coordinating mixed methods teams is very, very tough. And this is going to sound really hierarchical, and many of you might not like what I say, but you really do need a couple people in charge. Like there's a lot of stuff that calls itself mixed methods, but they have so many pieces parceled out that nobody has the whole in their head. And it's usually a very, very experienced person that has the whole in their head. Like, what's the whole thing that we're looking at? And how do the component parts exist underneath the whole? Now, when we have grants, even if they're not mixed methods, that's exactly what we have to do. Somebody's got to hold it together. You know, if you're doing a dissertation off a grant, somebody's got to know where your data fit, not only for you, but in this larger question that was posed to begin with all these varying spokes. So somebody or some buddies have to be in charge, so that they can, the collapse of mixed methods teams is a big one around this particular issue. We would like to encourage, we talked a lot about this, a mixed methods identity for more people. What that does not mean is that I, Lois Weis, become a crack quant person. I have crack quant persons. What it does mean that I can work with, what it does mean is that I can sit at the table, I respect, recognize, understand what quant methods can bring to a larger project. And that's what we're calling a mixed methods identity. But that has to be fostered. We don't automatically have it. I love qual. You know, I was trained quantitatively, but I love qual. I'm not going to all of a sudden start to do what I did X number of decades ago. But so that's what we're considering a mixed methods identity. It's a huge, huge, huge amount of excitement about the idea of mixed methods in the academic community. But mostly it's not defined, and nobody's really taken up which was our goal, to really take up what does it mean to do this in practice. You know, What are we talking about? How do you do it? Not how do you discuss it, but how do you do it?